Hi, Mrs. Pitak.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
Well, I'm feeling really good because I can see good.
You get your glasses?
Yes, I
Very
am very
good.
happy about
All right. Can you tell me a little story about in the 1945, 1950s
it. Okay, I
growing up?
lived in, I sometimes lose track of dates in
Yes.
that time because it was the end of the Second World War.
Yes.
My father was too old to be in the army, so for, he had to still work though with a job where he was in we lived in a small town in Kansas, and he worked for the army, but he was in a munitions plant where they storage and all. And they got orders from the army and all, and they were filled and shipped to wherever they were requested because he was still of an age that he wasn't completely out of service
What
rank.
age would that be?
He must have been in his late 30s, early 40s.
Okay.
And we lived it was a small town in Kansas, very small town.
What is it called?
Oswego,
Oswego.
Oswego, Kansas.
Okay.
Where they got that name from, I don't know. Because I think that comes from off somewhere, Canada or somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway, we lived it was a nice little, clean little town, neat, nice. And he went, he didn't actually work there. He had to drive to another town. My mother did not work, but we had like a little cottage house, a small house. And let's see, I would have been about 8 or
Okay.
10 years old.
Okay.
Maybe even a little younger after it would really have to stop. And I had to have my tonsils out. I had very bad tonsil infection. Tonsils and adenoids, they got all infected and everything. So,
And you have nearby a hospital and stuff like?
they had a small little hospital.
Did you stay overnight or
Yes, I had
oh,
to
you
stay
was
overnight,
admitted?
and I got sick
Yeah.
because you get a very sore throat from that, and it hurts and everything. So I had to stay all night, and they give you stuff like soft fruit or applesauce and ice cream and things. That was good.
Yeah.
But then I went home, and you have a sore throat for several days. It hurts, and I was I had this locket somebody had given me. I don't even remember who. It was glass mostly, and it had a goldish, I don't know if it was real gold, but a goldish metal rim and a necklace. And I wore it around my neck a lot
Mm-hmm.
because I was very fond of it.
Right.
I don't think it was very valuable or anything, but I liked it. And I used to swing. We always had a screen door, and it was the old-fashioned kind with the wood frame, and it had a middle thing, and I used to swing back and forth on it. And so I was swinging back and forth, and I put the necklace in my mouth,
Ooh. Yes.
And there was a little boy who lived next door to me, and he was kind of I held my own with him, but he hit me once with a hammer in the head. That's what's wrong with me.
Oh.
But anyway, he also,
And you didn't have a brother and a sister to fight for you, right?
exactly.
So
I he pushed back against the screen door really hard and it hit me and it knocked the locket
Straight down your throat.
necklace
So
and
how
all.
did that work out?
Well, it didn't work out so good because after 2 days I hadn't passed it yet.
Ooh.
So
Did they rush you to the hospital?
no. That my mother gave me some stuff and all, and then she took me to the doctor after. Maybe it was only a day or so, but anyway, she knew I had to pass it. But it was kind of it wasn't big, but it wasn't little either. It was kind of, and I was kind of worried about it because I thought, I'm afraid this is going to hurt, And
Yes.
she didn't say much to me. She didn't like that. My mother, she just said, now we got to wait and see. We'll go to the doctor. Doctor tell us what to do.
Yes.
So anyway, the doctor said, I want you to make her a sandwich with jelly in it and cotton. It's not going to taste that good, but she must eat some cotton.
Cotton.
Just regular cotton.
Yes. So the
Like
cotton,
balls.
so it's going to coat the stomach.
It's going to push.
Oh.
So that's one thing that happened. I had to eat several of those sandwiches, and after just a day or so, I remember I passed the locket. And I was actually able to, my mother was able to clean up the locket and everything, and I got it back.
Oh.
But I didn't wear it anymore.
Yes.
I didn't take any chances.
That was really a bad experience, right?
It was a bad experience, but I still liked the locket.
Yes.
And the boy next door and I did not. We were not very good friends after that.
That was a really bad thing to do.
Yes.
That could have killed you,
Yes, it could have cut into my inside
Yeah.
or something, and I would have had to have very serious surgery or something.
Right.
But anyway, that was one of my early experiences, and
Thank you so much for that story. Oh my goodness, that was just quite an experience.
I forgot about that so long ago. Isn't that funny how that came to my brain?
Yes, thank you. Have a good day, Mrs. Pitak.
Thank you. And I never, as far as I know, to this day, never had any medical problem because of that.
Okay. Well, thank you again and have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.